Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. And thank you for joining Shaded's Ramadan series where we're extracting the beautiful lessons from the story of Yusuf alayhi salam. We are now at lesson number 25, which tells us not to withhold a skill or a talent. And subhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us all skills, different levels, to benefit ourselves and to benefit others with. Now, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was a clear person of knowledge, and it is in his dealings of dream interpretation that we are able to see the skill with which he held, and he navigated this gift that he had that was given to him by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When considering the power dynamics within a prison and among inmates, one of the most obvious factors is that those with something to offer others are usually at the top of the food chain. Despite Yusuf alayhi salam holding such a great knowledge of dream interpretation, he neither delayed his help nor did he set any conditions stipulating guarantee of release before interpreting dreams. Like, even though he had this skill, he did not use this skill to take advantage of people. He didn't belittle people with it. He understood his knowledge and he understood his skill, and he utilized it when he needed to utilize it to better himself and to better others. He explained that 7 consecutive years of drought would follow the 7 years ahead. That the interpretation that he did for the king is that it's informing the king that they will experience 7 years of harvest and 7 years of drought, which would then end with a year of rain that would fall abundantly. He further offered advice on what needed to be done to overcome the drought, saying that they should store away the grain and provisions in years ahead, except a little. Subhanallah, even after the interpretation of the dream, Yusuf alayhi salam gave the interpretation, but he also gave his insight on how to maximize from the 7 years of prosperity to help themselves through the 7 years of drought, which they could eat and survive off. His immediate interpretation was acknowledgement of the fact that this ability to interpret the dreams was not his own skill. It was given to him by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and one that he had no need to be an opportunistic with. So most of the time when we have a skill, we tend to utilize that skill to try to benefit ourselves and only ourselves. We can draw from this that we should not withhold our skills or our talents because they have been given to us for a reason. Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us and teaches us or inspires us or guides us, we have to know it's for a reason. So that skill is for you to utilize it. That skill is for you to help you yourself and to help others and be in the service of others with it. Although the reason may not seem entirely apparent at the time of discovering your talent or your skill, take heart in knowing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has endowed us with a variety of different qualifications and qualities so that we may be a benefit to society in some way or another. In many ways, these abilities being gifted to us as individuals is a form of rizq. Many people think rizq is only money, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala distributed our characteristic traits as rizq. He also distributed skills and what is easy for us, different talents. And that way we need to understand when we talk about rizq, it's all the good things that God has given us is a form of provision from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ensured that we have a means of benefiting others while also pleasing Him. Isn't it that when we serve others and benefit others, it's a means of seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's pleasure and reward? Of course, by exercising this gift, we can use this opportunity as a way of demonstrating shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not enough just to notice and identify our blessing and utilize it for ourselves, but if we're truly grateful for this blessing, we benefit ourselves and we benefit others around us. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us that gift for a reason. He only made an inspiration come upon you so that you would go to him. This is something that was said by Ibn Atallah rahimullah in the Book of Wisdoms, where he says that He, Allah, only made an inspiration come upon you so that you would go back to Him. We have to seek Allah and acknowledge Allah and with everything that we possess. We have to thank Him, and how we thank Him is by recognizing the favor, utilizing the favor in a way that's pleasing to Him, and to utilize it by doing good acts with others. All things are manifestation of the intention with which they are created, and therefore it is incumbent on us believers to utilize our personal skills and our personal talents to be in the service the same way that Prophet Yusuf a.s. was. Yusuf a.s. was so eager to be in the service of others, and the Arabic word for that was khidmah. He was in the khidmah of others. He loved to help others and to guide others. And he himself explains it as a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is from this that we can take inspiration to be of service to others, because we have to understand that gift is given to us by Allah, and we should honor that gift from Al-Wahhab, the supreme bestower of gifts. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continually grants and provides us with gifts and favors and blessings of all different sorts to all of His creation, and there is no doubt that He has given each and every single one of His believers some kind of skill, some kind of talent that exists for the sake of bettering both themselves and society. So you too have been created with a purpose. You yourself have a purpose. Do you know that purpose? Have you unlocked that purpose? With a unique identity and set of abilities that can be utilized not only to benefit yourself, but to benefit others with it. If the celebrated Muslim scholars and polymaths of the past did not realize this, we would not be benefiting from their legacy to this day. If people truly only did things to benefit themselves and expected something in return every single time, then many people, especially of the past, would never have done what they did. But if they didn't, we would not benefit from what they did. We would not benefit from their legacy to this day. If the most successful Muslim leaders and thinkers did not come to terms with this, we would not be cherishing their contributions or taking inspiration from that at all. So understand, we're not just doing things for ourselves and we only want to benefit ourselves. We want to make sure to utilize what God has gifted us to benefit us in this world and in the next. Isn't that what we want? Isn't that what we want? A sadaqah jariyah? And among the three things that follow us after we pass are one of beneficial knowledge. If we ever bestowed beneficial knowledge and we gave people a good benefit that they utilize even when we're gone, that's something that can follow us to our grave and allow us to earn more rewards, elevating our status in the hereafter. So never shy away of helping others with your skill and your knowledge. So you too have been created for a purpose, with a unique identity and a set of abilities that you can utilize not only for your benefit, but also the benefit of others. Extract it from yourself and acknowledge it within yourself, so that way you can help yourself and you can help others. If the celebrated Muslim scholars and the polymaths of the past did not realize this, we would not be benefiting from their legacy to this day. Can you imagine if people just hid their skills and their talents and only benefited from it themselves? We would not be benefiting from it years and years after they have been gone. If the most successful Muslim leaders and thinkers did not come to terms with this, we would not be cherishing their contributions and taking inspirations from them even to this day. If the various Muslims whose names we were not even aware of did not make the plenty sacrifices in the background, we would not have much of progress collected that we experience today. And this serves us as a reminder that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken great measure to ensure that each and every single skill and talent you possess is a reflection of your true value. But it is up to you to unlock this. It's really your choice to unlock this and unleash it into a world for a greater good. SubhanAllah, do you notice the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, where he enlightens us of what can benefit us in the hereafter? Where after we pass and we transition from this world, yes, our book of deeds is closed, but he tells us of 3 things that can still help us grow in the hereafter and benefit in the hereafter, which the first of those is beneficial knowledge. Can you imagine if we had beneficial knowledge, if we had a skill, if we had a talent that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed us with, and we shared it with others? Every single time that person or individual shared and did it, you will also get the reward even in the hereafter without taking from their reward. So what does that encourage me and you to do? Give and unlock that beautiful skill and talent that you have and try to spread it wide and far. For you will not walk on this earth one day, but those that you teach will walk and continue. So let your legacy continue by educating and benefiting others with the skills that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Please stay tuned and follow Shaded for more life lessons that we're taking from Surah Yusuf alayhi salam. Jazakumullah kull khair for your time, and I hope that you have a blessed day.